Continuing my quest of how much ATV you can get for under $1,000, I present my latest find. A 2001 Polaris Trail Boss 325 I picked up from Marketplace for $900 in July. The ad described the quad as having no major issues, quote unquote, other than needing back brakes, a new shift rod that goes from the shift lever to the transmission, and a dead battery, but has new tires and could be ridden now. He also confirmed that even though the battery was dead, the electric start and lights worked. I offered a deposit and said I could be there on the following Sunday to get it. You may be thinking, it's not smart to offer to buy something without riding it first. And I agree with you, but my thought was I could always not buy it if it wasn't accurately represented. And I had 3 other quads sold out from under me in the previous 2 weeks, and I needed something for family for a ride we were going to in August. I was just happy to find someone who would actually hold it so I could have enough time to buy it. The quad was 2 hours away, and I confirmed the night before to be sure we were still on, and he told me to meet him at a local grocery store at 11 a.m. the next day. The quad was nearby at his father-in-law's house. This is all through Facebook Messenger. I arrived on time at 11 a.m., actually a few minutes early, and messaged him to let him know. 30 minutes later and no response. I actually drove around the local neighborhood to see if I could find the quad. He finally responded and said he'd be back in touch ASAP. 20 minutes after that, still no response, and I messaged him to let him know I was on my way back home if I didn't hear from him immediately. He finally said he couldn't make it, but his father-in-law would meet me to go on over to the house, and he gave me the directions. While at the house, I heard his parents say he was out fishing. Oh well. He had also told me it hadn't run in about a year, but he could get it to fire, just not stay running using starter fluid, but he wasn't a mechanic. So I finally got a look at the quad. It's very dirty, but in really good shape considering, with brand new tires, no rips in the plastic or seat, and nothing missing. I knew I was taking a chance, not able to see it running, but $900 in COVID dollars is not bad. Also, the father-in-law and mother-in-law were both super nice, and he even called his other son to help us load the quad on my truck. I got it home, gave it a good bath with some Purple Power and a pressure washer, and was very impressed with how good it cleaned up. So now to replace some parts. I've replaced the shift rod with one from eBay for $15, and that was taken care of. My girlfriend's son and I dug in on the four-wheeler itself, and after removing the carburetor, it was completely clean and dry, so that's not the issue. These quads have a so-called fuel pump that keeps fuel from leaking out if the quad turns over. We bypassed that contraption, and it fired up third pull, but as it idled, it started pouring fuel out of the bottom of the fuel bowl of the carburetor. After some tinkering, I decided to take a chance on a new $40 Amazon carburetor and found a new fuel pump for $12 on Amazon. At that point, I was good at changing out the carburetor after removing and reinstalling it several times, so it didn't take long to get those parts switched out. The new carb, new fuel pump, and a new air filter installed, and a new spark plug. I then used the pull start as the battery Amazon sent me did not fit and wasn't returnable. Later on, I ordered a second battery based on the owner's manual size, and it didn't fit either, so I actually turned it sideways. But now, after the second or third pull, the Trail Boss fired right up and idled smoothly as a new quad. It also started very easily. I installed new rear brake pads, and it was ready to roll. The rear brake lever still doesn't work, but the rear brakes work from the single pull lever on the handlebars. I'll try to fix that later. That's a pretty common issue with these older Polarises. So for a grand total of about $1,000, I have a 2001 Trail Boss with a new air filter, new carburetor, new tires, new battery, and new shift rod. It's easy to start, it doesn't need mixed gas, it's easy to ride but not too fast, and will be perfect as an extra quad for friends and family. It even has a little hitch on the back for a hitch receiver. Check out my other video for a full riding review. Thanks for watching.